Oh, I really wish I could tell you guys why I'm late today, but it's under embargo and I can't. But it's really cool.
You are always
it's
late.
like, well, no, but there's always a different reason, and today the reason is actually really cool. What's that?
I know.
Yeah, we're streaming. Jake got kicked off hardcore.
Well, hopefully this works.
All right, so we've got a great show for you guys today. Dennis is going to be sharing with us his experience doing his very first episode of Tech Linked.
That is going
Can someone zoom us in a little bit more? We're like swimming in the frame here, if you don't mind. That would be great. Thank you. Yeah, I like to get close and intimate. You know, come on over here. See, Dennis has never been on WAN show with me before, so have you? Not for an entire show. Are you on for the entire show?
No, I never actually.
Also, where the devil are my other adapters, Jake?
On my desk. You have one dongle more.
I want to.
All right. So Dennis hosted his very first episode of Tech Linked today.
They request.
And it was pretty cringy from what I saw.
No, it was not.
Don't bump the table because the mic's attached to it.
It was not.
It was pretty cringy from what I saw, but maybe I missed some parts of it that were going smoothly. That maybe were great. So can you go ahead and let me know how that was for you?
So Brandon was shooting it. It was fine. It was okay. So
hold on, Brandon. Don't go away. Let Dennis finish. How did it go, Dennis?
In the beginning, it was kind of hard to read some words for pronunciation.
Yep, some words are hard.
So Riley had to change the word. Like, what's the word I couldn't pronounce? I don't even remember. And he just changed to something very simple, like just say great.
Okay.
And I just used that word, or like better, something like that. He just used some word he uses too hard for me.
Right. Okay.
And I think it's good. It's good. You should watch the video. It's coming out very soon, I think.
Okay. Out of 10, Brandon.
Oh, I think it's better than. Okay, it's better.
You did better than my first time on camera. So 6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Out of 10.
So today's episode of Tech Linked, don't miss it. 6.5 out of 10 quality. But fortunately, we have at least fixed the stream quality of the WAN show. Some of you are speculating that we might have upgraded to a different camera. No, all we did was change the video settings to the same as we used on the LG ultra-wide streamed PC build yesterday. And
it looks so good.
Bippity boppity fix. Oh, Brandon says we've also fixed some of the lighting as well. So the reality of it is that the lights in question are like $60 softboxes off being. Brandon, these are nothing fancy, right?
I don't think.
Nothing fancy. And the camera is identical. The capture hardware is identical. We've just been doing it that wrong for that long. So on that note, let's get this WAN show epic fail party started.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't expect you to. You know they can hear you right now, right?
Can they? Can they hear you? Oh my god!
Got some sponsors. All right, so we have got a great show for you guys today. We got a bunch of cool topics. Apple's new MacBook Pro throttles so bad that we had to do a dedicated live stream today to show how we could get it to throttle from being inside the packaging to thermal throttled in less than 20 minutes. And we probably could have done it a lot faster if I had any idea what the heck I was doing with a MacBook. And if it was already unboxed, we could have done it in like 1 minute.
Okay.
So a number of different publications have talked about this, so we'll talk about our results as well as others. In other news, the new MacBook Pro keyboard does apparently have crumb protection.
What's crumb protection?
Crumb protection. We will go through that in more detail once we get to that news topic. This is the part where we tease them. You know, it's like what the news segment that's like, make sure you watch the news at 11. You know, like, coffee could give you AIDS in your mouth. More at 11. And you're like, no, I need to know now.
Hook.
It's a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the hook. See, Dennis has learned so much about making videos since he got here. Like, when I first met him, he was like, yeah, I'm going to make a video about an interview, and I'm going to have a picture of Hitler in the background.
Lance, why do you mention this every time? And I have to explain this every time. Just forget about that. It's not true.
It is true. It's 100% true. When I interviewed Dennis on Skype, he had a poster of Hitler on the wall behind him. See, now he's trying to run away from the truth. But it was the truth. Okay, it does require a little bit more context. Well,
yes.
You know what? We're going to talk about that later too. The Ryzen 3000 series may have more than 8 cores. This is a rumor over at Tech Power Up. MSI apparently has dropped some hints. And finally, yet another CPU rumor, Intel chips, the new ones coming, may finally, on the consumer side, have soldered IHSs. Maybe Intel has finally bowed to the pressures. Would it be bowed or bowed? Look who I'm asking. Forget it. Bowed to the pressure, probably. Okay. All right. So why don't we jump into our first topic here? Dennis's Hitler poster.
Oh, that... Okay.
Why did you have a poster of Hitler on the wall behind you?
So
when I interviewed you for a job,
I didn't remember that I have that on my wall, and that is as a reference about something that the political issue that we had back then in Taiwan didn't actually mean about Hitler. It said it has some Chinese character on that, but you just didn't understand.
So I misunderstood your Hitler poster.
It's not. I'm like appreciating
Twitch
that
chat.
person.
Dennis did nothing wrong. Oh
yeah,
no.
that I was.
No, I'm not saying Dennis did nothing wrong, but and let's get that chopped out so we can take that out of context, right?
Oh.
I'm not saying Dennis did nothing wrong. It's just that Dennis had a poster of Hitler on the wall behind him during a job interview.
That was a mistake, but the poster didn't mean. The poster was like being like against this guy. It's like, no.
Right.
But it didn't have a symbol like no.
But it didn't have a symbol.
But it has Chinese characters.
But it has Chinese characters that mean no.
I wish I had the picture of it, but I don't have it. It's gone. It's already gone. I think my mom took it down.
We should totally do a new shirt.
Oh.
Like a Dennis did nothing wrong shirt. We could just get some Sharpie and give you a little...
Mustache?
Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. As a general rule, Linus Tech Tips tries to stay pretty PG friendly. Maybe not even. Yeah. Oh, come on. How much time have you spent on YouTube? People are like, I would buy that shirt. No. No.
But have they seen the new shirt we sell at LTX?
Is that listed online yet?
I don't think so. It's only sell. We only sold them at LTX.
Seriously? So we don't even have it listed online? Do you have one here?
Should I go grab it?
You should go grab it.
Yeah, sure.
We could totally do a variant of like the Dennis shirt. Oh man, yeah, that would be awesome. This thing is like it's a moving meme. Like once you put it on, it's a completely wearable meme. I actually had honestly, I don't know about a lot of the shirt designs that they work on these days until they show up on the store or like at a meetup apparently. So there's a couple things in the store here that I'm gonna pop up here. I actually haven't tested my screen cap to see if it's working yet. Oh, it is. Cool. So this one, for example, the Troll Linus shirt, the name is real. They were actually trolling me when they created it. This one, someone showed up at the meetup wearing this. This was an A-Prime initiative. Absolutely horrible. It is every bit as awful in person as it looks online, and the way that it's printed is actually really nice. Like, it looks crisp. And then even, like, everything under the armpits, the whole thing is printed with horrible thumbnail faces. And then, of course, they created this mess. Go ahead. You gotta stand up.
Oh my god. This was supposed for a B-roll we did. And I don't know why they took it down. They took it out from the, I think it's S8 review or something.
Really? They took that out of the video? It's very distasteful.
I don't I don't agree with you. I think it's fine.
So every time someone brought me one of these at the show, I was going out of my way to...
I know, I saw so many... You like drew on my my eye and mustache and...
Yeah, so I was defacing all of the Dennis shirts. Whenever I had time, like if there were like 30 people in front of me holding things out.
You actually spent a lot of time on that.
Oh, yeah. So there was one... Oh, was there one where I like... Didn't I color in an entire eye patch on your eye?
Yes, that's the one.
That one took so long, but I was like, you know what? This is 100% worth it.
Yeah, so this shirt is not available online yet.
No.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Just told me.
Are we going to put it online?
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of fun to have like exclusive merch that's only available at something like a meetup. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
We'll see.
Actually, we should... Have we even... When was LTX?
Last Sunday.
I mean, time's a blur for me. We haven't done a WAN show since LTX.
Last Saturday.
How was it? What did you think?
Oh, it was crazy. I think we have more people this year, right?
Quite a few more. We had over 1,100 people. Just almost 1,200 people show up this year.
It's a lot. Okay, so most of the people I met, they are not from Canada. Like they are mostly from the state, Australia, UK. They're from everywhere.
Okay, I have a confession.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. That stresses me out a lot. So the night before, I was actually having like a panic attack a little bit. And honestly, like everything was fine. I actually apologized to Colton and Steph afterward for freaking out. But it got to the point where I actually asked them, okay, how much are we in this for? And they gave me a total number. Mm-hmm. It was more than 10,000, but less than 100. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, and my immediate response was, and I felt so bad for saying this. I was like, okay then. So worst case scenario, we're out however many thousands of dollars it was, and we just refund everyone. And they were like, what did you just say? Because basically, I was so worried about a few things that I was like, I thought we were going to be TanaCon 2.0. And this was just me freaking out because, and then like, it didn't even make me feel better for longer than like 2 seconds because what I realized based on how huge the international audience was the last time, that a lot of people were going to be in this for hundreds or maybe even over $1,000 to come attend. So that was actually where the idea came from to allow decoration of my car.
Yeah, that's right before the day.
This guy. This guy right here.
I ruined your car. Actually, that's on me. That was on the way. Like we drove back from LTX
midnight,
and we were trying to figure out more things to do.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they would do that much though. I thought just like outside and they like throw everything in your car.
So initially we were thinking spray bombs. And that would have been way worse. That would have been a disaster. What I think we should have done was just Sharpie markers.
No, I think what you should have done is just lock your doors and...
Oh, no, I was okay with them decorating the inside. Yeah, no. Well, so my seatbelt doesn't work right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was working before, but this morning,
side?
the driver's side doesn't work. It's like jammed or something. I actually need to fix that.
That's too dangerous to drive.
Yeah, so anyway, I was just having this panic attack because I was freaking out. Anyway, I apologized to them later because honestly, the event was a lot of fun. And I let you finish your thought now. I'm sorry, Dennis.
Oh, I don't remember.
You forgot.
I don't remember. Oh, okay. So there are a lot of people flying from everywhere.
Tons.
And there's even like someone like just arrived from China and bring his luggage and his mom to the event. Like with two big luggage.
That guy. Really?
Yeah, I have to help them to like store the luggage. So I even think like we might need a locker for them next year.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like 10, 12 hours flight.
Anyway, yes, no, we do not plan to offer refunds because we consider the event a success now.
I think it was fun.
We actually got a ton of really positive user feedback. In fact, Marquez tweeted about how he really wasn't happy with a Verge article that was about another YouTuber convention that was poorly organized and a disaster. And he kind of goes, yo, Where's the positive headline for LTX? I've heard nothing but positive things. And that's cool because a lot of the time people will say something positive to your face. Like if I walk up to someone, I'm like, hey, how are you enjoying LTX? It's like when the waiter comes to your table. Like if your food sucks, do you ever say, yeah, this food is trash? You're not getting a tip today? Like,
depends.
what if it's just like on the low side of mediocre? If they come along, how's everything going with your meal?
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
So that's not useful. So if I walk up to someone, I'm like, hey, how's LTX? And people are like, oh yeah, it's good. I have no way if they're just like shy and they think it's good, or if they're like kind of unhappy and they're like, yeah, it's good. Because I don't know. I'm meeting all these people for the first time. I can't really read them. So it's way more important to us to hear what other people say. Now, I actually haven't done it yet. I need to set aside an hour for myself. And Jay made a video.
Okay.
Barnacles made a video. And Steve from Gamers Nexus.
Oh, yeah.
He did a really unusual video. Did you check it out?
I haven't seen any of those
So
videos
I only skimmed a little bit of it so far. So I haven't taken away all of my thoughts from it yet. But Steve used the opportunity of coming up here for LTX to enjoy my city, my hometown. He went up to the bike trails up on Whistler and he did some downhill biking.
I saw that.
And recorded his thoughts on LTX while just like cruising down the trails. I thought that was really cool, and that's a really unusual thing for him to do. And he even said he apologizes for making the video right in the description.
Really?
Yeah, because he just wasn't sure if people were gonna like it.
I saw that, but
here, let's check this out. Reviewing Linus Tech Tips' LTX while downhill biking at Whistler. Here, what's he say? We'll be posting more serious content from the event later, including an interview. Oh, no, I think he took down the apology. Oh, no, there it is. No, it was a comment. It was he pinned his own comment. Hey, all. Obviously not normal content for us. We've had nonstop travel for a few months. We hope you'll excuse this one-off different content piece for now. I thought it was really cool to see people come up here, experience something different, engage with the community, and do something different, not just make normal convention content, because we're not trying to be Computex or CES.
Yeah, no.
It's supposed to fill a gap. And honestly, this year, even though our attendance only went from about 800 to about 1,200, so it's like a 50% uptick, which is a success.
Yeah.
But it's still not huge. It's not like we're packs all of a sudden. I think the difference in creator attendance is what is the difference between LTX 2017 being like a Linus Tech Tips fan meetup and LTX 2018 being a more impactful industry event. The fact that you've got guys like Jay and Steve and Louis Rossman was there for a little while and Barnacles showing up and having a good time. Barnacles emailed me after the fact and said that he had a really hard time making a vlog there.
Yeah.
And the reason was that he was spending so much of his time interacting with fans.
I know, yeah.
And all three, Steve, I haven't actually talked to Louis yet, but Steve, Barnacles, and Jay all talked to me and said they were surprised at how many people there were fans of their channels, because they kind of came into it, like they came into it to support us. Like we asked them really nicely to come. They weren't paid to attend or anything. The most we were able to offer was like, look, LTX is not a super profitable event, and it's still not, but we'd love to pay for your hotel and your flight if you can come up and be part of this for us. Yeah. And not just for us, for the community. And they decided to do it. And they came up and they were like, yeah, I was surprised at how many people here were here for me. And I was like, that is so cool. So that's where LTX turns a corner and becomes not just about us, but also about other people and other creators that can be there. There was one other one that I was really hoping would be there, but he got pulled aside for a separate thing. Anyway, all three of them have expressed interest. I'm not going to commit anything on their behalf, but all three of them have expressed interest in coming back next year, which is super amazing and cool, because Vancouver has like nothing for tech events. We've got like SIGGRAPH, which is
I don't really know.
Very like animation industry, like computer design industry. Like it's not consumer.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I'm really looking forward to next year already.
Me too, but then the night before, I'm probably going to be like,
Yeah, I don't.
everything's a disaster.
I told you you'll
Let's
be fine,
cancel
Linus.
it.
I
Let's
told
just
you you will be fine.
I know.
You know, people like making so much effort to this, and I know you stress out, but maybe do your car again. Like buy a new car and let's do that again. Or you know what? Buy a helicopter or something.
I do have to say though, I think an event really needs something impactful, something truly memorable, something really different. LTX 2017 had the first ever Threadripper running. We had someone game on Threadripper for the first time there. That was really cool.
Okay.
LTX 2018 had the car.
Yeah.
Nobody who tagged that car is ever going to forget that.
Yeah.
So even though my car is destroyed, 100% worth it. I would destroy my car for the community. Mind you, my car is only worth a couple $100. Literally asked how much when I went to buy my minivan.
Did you?
That was a trade-in. They offered like $200 or $300 or something, which is basically what you can get from like a recycler.
Yeah.
And I was like, forget it.
I wouldn't take it if you want to give it for free.
Really? It runs.
First, Linus, that's a standard card.
Oh, don't hate on standard. Standard is good stuff.
No, the windshield's like broken and leaking and all that.
Well, it doesn't leak anymore.
Really? Did you fix it?
My mechanic traced the leak and caulked it up.
Still,
Yeah, well, okay.
That's dangerous to drive.
Yeah, I think you're being a hater. Ochatak asks, when can we expect more creators on Floatplane? So Luke's not here today, as you guys may or may not have noticed, because he is working on some Floatplane stuff that's super important. We've got some payments and reporting stuff that we've really got to get sorted out before we can move forward with some of the bigger plans. And that's why it actually means a lot to us that Kyle and Tech Deals are over there and kind of helping us ride out these bugs. Now, they are getting paid. They have people subscribing to them and like things are working, but we're not ready to take on like, you know, a huge creator. Like if PewDiePie came to us tomorrow and was like, I want in on this Floatplane thing, I would have to turn him away. I'd have no choice just because we're not ready yet. The actual CDN architecture is really good. And that's what we've spent a lot of our time on. So you don't get to see a lot of the actual engineering that has gone on to make it really strong and sustainable. We could scale it up actually very quickly, but some of the other stuff, the reporting, the payments, needs some tweaking. We actually had an issue where some people were having payment issues and their support tickets were going to spam and they weren't ending up in our management system. And so I had to send us some very apologetic emails. I felt really, really bad about that. But that's why we don't want 1 million users overnight. All right. So did we do like a news topic or something, I guess?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's pretty flexible. Like we don't have to. Does it matter? Maybe why don't we just
talk about something? Because I don't really know any of this.
You want me to talk about something you can do? Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, that flip phone. Wait, God.
Flip phone? That's not a flip phone.
No. Okay, that's in.
Where did you read
That's in
flip phone?
Samsung.
You're drunk. Wow. Okay. Oh man. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this topic anyway. The original article is from TechCrunch. Let's go ahead and pop Linus's screen up here. Disney streaming services resurrecting the Clone Wars. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll get Dennis to do this. Everyone knows Star Wars.
Oh God, Star Wars again. We just talked about him TechLink.
Star Wars is culturally relevant.
I don't watch Star Wars.
Why?
Because I just don't like fake stuff. Like fiction, I mean. Like
you don't like what?
Fiction.
Efficient?
Fiction.
You don't like fiction.
I don't. And I don't like long movies either.
That's
like 3 hours long, right? 2-3 hours.
Well, this is a TV show, but
sure. Such Star Wars.
Some of the Star Wars movies are on the long side. So what movies do you like?
I like TV show. I like The Office.
You like The Office.
Oh, this is the best.
Okay, so Star Wars is nothing like The Office.
No, it can't beat The Office.
Do you like superhero movies? Like Avengers or whatever?
I watched Ant-Man last week.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not like a big fan of heroes.
You're not a big fan of heroes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't like heroes.
Okay, Deadpool.
You don't like anything
Deadpool
long.
like, was fun to watch.
Okay, so you like kind of an
Like
irreverent
comedy. Yeah.
sort of dark humor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Star Wars doesn't have a lot of that.
Also, I don't like Lord of the Rings.
You don't like Lord of the Rings. You know what? I'm not even gonna give you too hard of a time for that. I mean, okay, are you talking Lord of the Rings trilogy or like The Hobbit?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's that movie. I don't know what you're talking about. The movie. The movie.
Well, they're both movies.
Oh, okay, I don't know. Just how about both? I watched
You know
once.
what?
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
I know. Yeah.
During which one? You don't even know. Oh,
I don't know.
okay, were there hobbits? I'm just kidding.
Hobbit-
That's not helpful. They're in all of them.
I don't know.
Do you like Monty Python?
What's that?
You don't know Monty Python. You know what? I'm gonna give you some TV homework.
Okay.
Okay, because I want to understand what makes you tick. Are you familiar with Life's Too Short?
I think I've been trapped with The Office for too long because I've been watching that show like for almost 2 years. I just rewatching, and I'm just addicted to it.
Really?
So I just can't get out of it.
Okay.
I need to try to
Okay.
find something new.
I'm gonna get you something new, and you will like it.
Okay.
If you like The Office,
I like that kind of humor. Though.
Okay, do you like the American Office or the British Office?
American.
American.
I don't
Office.
get British humor.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, you gonna? Oh, okay. No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a hard time understanding the accent?
Oh yes, that too.
Oh crap.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only understand American.
You only understand American. Well, then it's a wonder that you managed to hang around with me because I don't speak American.
Well, Canadian.
I know what you
Same
mean.
thing.
I know what.
I mean, the accent sound is. I can't tell the difference.
Is this a shot at me for saying that
seriously?
Taiwanese and Chinese are the same thing?
Wait.
Because you kind of owed me one. Like, in fairness to you, you owed me one. You owed me
accent,
one here.
I can't tell. Seriously, I cannot tell your accent or someone from.
You can't
LA.
tell, like, me or John.
I can tell that.
Okay.
But that's very.
No,
obvious.
because West Coast, like Pacific West Coast, or Pacific Northwest especially. Sorry, not Pacific West Coast. It's all Pacific if it's West Coast. Pacific Northwest, like anyone from Oregon through to Washington, up like through BC, like
Does
along the West
sound
Coast,
the same?
we all sound the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can you tell though?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, like I could meet someone from Washington State or from Oregon. I'd have no idea that they're American or
really?
Canadian. No, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas like Eastern Canadian or like Southern US, Eastern US, there you can pick it up like pretty quick.
How about Toronto?
Toronto? I don't notice much. No, not really. Like the metropolitan area is not too much.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this Clone Wars thing. So this is unfortunate Luke's not here on the show today because he will either be amped about this or he won't, because I know that he really liked the original series and was super mad at sort of what Disney's been doing with some aspects of animated Star Wars. So it ran on Cartoon Network for 5 seasons. It's coming back. It was the adventures of Anakin and Obi-Wan, as well as some new characters during the Clone War. Fans praised its ability to showcase a wide range of stories, characters, and even genres, and it was canceled after Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm, with a final batch of episodes known as The Lost Missions airing on Netflix. Characters and story elements were subsequently incorporated into the animated series Star Wars Rebels, which is more kiddie, and even into the latest film Solo. Okay, fortunately that's not a spoiler. I still haven't seen Solo. Fortunately that's not a spoiler for me though, because I never watched the Clone Wars. So yesterday they announced that Clone Wars will return for 12 more episodes and it will air on Disney's upcoming streaming service. And they appear to be the end of the Clone Wars story. So all they're doing is kind of closing it out, and they are treating this as a way to get people onto their streaming service. As a general consumer, and not necessarily the techiest person of all time, how do you feel about the concept of having to subscribe to multiple streaming services to access different shows? So you know how gaming used to all be on Steam?
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden we had EA Origin.
Oh, I actually don't like
And
that.
then we had Ubisoft's Uplay. And now we've got Epic Games Launcher.
I know, yeah. Oh,
Battle.net game launcher.
I like to keep it simple.
So would you simply eschew a new streaming service in favor of simplicity and just go, no, I'm only going to subscribe to one thing. If you want me to watch it that bad, make sure it's on, let's say, Netflix, for example.
Yeah, like that's
it.
Yeah. Like, if there's another service like Netflix, I would. It's like Mindy Project. The second season. So I don't remember. It was on Hulu before. Yeah. Only on Hulu.
Yeah.
So
you just
I
didn't
wouldn't
watch
pay to watch. I was only on Netflix. I'm not gonna pay for that. But it still depends on how much you love the show, though.
Okay.
If The Office is like gone on Netflix, I will subscribe to Hulu.
Would you unsubscribe from Netflix? Is the anchor show the most important thing to you? This is interesting. Okay.
I don't know. If that platform has like really other good shows as well, I would unsub Netflix.
Really?
Then I will follow that one.
Okay. Interesting. So, oh, yeah, Jake's gonna have to come get it. Come get it. All right. So anyway, Disney, man, it's probably going to be successful, but I'm really frustrated because part of the entire beauty of cable cutting was that you could get rid of that, at least here anyway, $70 to over $100 monthly fee that you were paying, and you could replace it entirely with your internet. Plus, maybe like if you get a basic Netflix subscription, I think it's like $7.99 if you don't get 4K.
$9.99.
Is it $9.99? I don't know anymore. I've got the 4K one, which I think is $13.99.
Oh, you got 4K. I don't even have 4K TV.
Yeah. So, what's up, Ed?
You're a bit out of focus.
I'm leaning back. That's the problem. I can stop doing that. I'm sorry. So that was the beauty of it, was that you could get all of your content and your internet for one low price instead of having to get internet and content. But now, with more and more content providers working on building streaming platforms, there's nothing we're going to be able to do if we want to have access to an all-you-can-eat style of content consumption. There's nothing we're going to be able to do to avoid the rates starting to creep up. Like all of a sudden, you're going to be subscribed to Netflix and Hulu and Disney and Comcast. What's that thing that the Vessel team left and went to? I mean, for that matter, Floatplane. You might subscribe to individual creators. What's that?
Crave TV?
No, not Crave. That's a local thing, I think. I can't remember. It was like something that I couldn't figure out why anyone would care about. Verizon's streaming service.
There's so many.
Blah 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 blah.
I think Hulu doesn't work in Canada. Yeah, I did look it up.
Apparently they killed it in May.
Oh.
The Verizon TV streaming service is probably. Oh wow! These articles are brutal. Holy crap! Here, hold on. I'll screen share with you guys so you can read along with me here. So this one is probably not going to happen. This one's not too bad. Verizon is finally putting its terrible streaming service out to pasture, says BGR.com. No one even seems to know what it was. Go 90! Go 90! It made multi-billion-dollar takeovers of AOL and Yahoo, brands known for providing email scams to seniors and leaking billions of customer accounts. Wow, this is a very colored account of things. And now Go 90. It's public and very expensive, millennial-friendly online streaming service. I think the key to creating something that doesn't appeal to millennials is trying to target millennials. Like, what does that even mean? What is a millennial-oriented streaming service? You're technically a millennial.
What's that word?
Okay, so millennials, I forget what exactly the millennial age here. So it's a generation. So anyone born between 1981 and 1996.
Okay, yeah, I am.
Yeah, so I'm at the older end, and you're actually
I'm good.
Solidly in there. So what would appeal to you as a millennial?
What would appeal to me? Like what?
Exactly.
What appeal to me? Money.
Money. Oh, forget it.
I don't know.
You're a marketing executive.
Okay.
You have to market to millennials. What do you got?
like something like fun, like fun.
That's fine. You're not a marketing executive. It's okay. Speaking of marketing, we've got some sponsors for the show that I'm going to tell you guys about. First up is the Squarespace. Squarespace provides 24/7 support via live chat and email so that you can build your own beautiful website. It's just $12 a month to start, and you get a free domain if you buy Squarespace for the year. All of their templates feature responsive design, so your website scales to look great on any device, and they've got built-in commerce, so every website comes with a free online store. Everyone can publish content in Apple News format directly from their Squarespace blog module, making it available to millions of potential readers, and you can start a trial with no credit card required and start building your website today. We should retool ours. We should have the new graphic guy do it.
To do our website?
Yeah, LinusMediaGroup.com, because it's very out of date at this point. It's like so bad. Like
they need to change my description too.
I know, we should just do it over. Wait, what's wrong with your description?
I think they put, I don't remember, something not cool.
Not cool. That's probably cool. Our team. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's really old.
Dennis. Yeah, it looks really, really old. We've got to update this. Okay. His original placeholder bio said, a guy we knew from school. Yeah. Sometimes he knows how to make videos, but Linus is rewriting it now, so here goes. Dennis joined our team after receiving a very strong recommendation for his hard work and skill at both shooting and editing videos under tight deadlines. Several team members had experience working with him at school. Oh, I guess I should screen share with you guys. So I went ahead with the hire after a single interview, which... crud. I just basically wrote the same thing. In Edsel's defense, what he wrote originally wasn't actually that racist and was mostly factual. So this is Ed writing something.
I think I saw the
me overwriting it.
I think I
and
saw
then
the
Ed going back and editing it, which I actually hadn't seen.
Yeah, I think I saw the old one.
Did he actually have something that could have been perceived as being racist in there before? Oh, Ed.
I don't remember.
Maybe it's best we not dig up these relics from our history.
No. But we do need to update that. Oh, yeah,
we really do. All right, so Squarespace. Oh, also sponsoring the show today. Oh, right. Go to squarespace.com/WAN and use offer code WAN to save 10%. Also sponsoring the show today, Spectrum glasses. Which one do you want? You got to pick without seeing.
Right.
You want the right? That's camera right. Oh, I got the ones that I like.
That's
actually.
this one. Oh wow!
Of course, Dennis can't see a thing.
I
but
can't.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to see anything right now. Spectrum helps you avoid fatigue while you're staring at a computer screen. Using a software solution doesn't give you the same type of filtering that a hardware one does. So their features include that they are stylish. They've actually got lots of different styles. They are high quality. They've got a 1-year warranty, and the product is durable. They offer low color distortion. So it's hard to block blue light without coloring the entire world yellow.
Yeah.
But they found a pretty nice balance.
It's like really light yellow.
They're the highest rated among their competitors on Amazon, and they're mostly focused on the Canadian and US markets, but they are expanding to Europe, and they do ship internationally. So save 10% on Spectrum glasses at the link in the video description. SpectrumGlasses.com/collection/products.
My mom always asks me to get her this.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah. She's like, because I didn't have any pair of this kind of glasses, and she's like, you working on the computer so long, you should just wear sunglasses.
Okay, well, I don't know that that's the solution.
I don't know. I was like, that would look ridiculous, like wearing sunglasses here.
I wear my sunglasses all day, even when I'm inside. Anyway, last sponsor of the day, FreshBooks. FreshBooks is the super simple to use invoicing tool that actually does a lot more than help you create and send slick looking invoices. It lets you track your time with their timesheet function, manage your expenses, and keep track of who owes you what and when, with a function that tells you when your clients have looked at the invoice for the first time. And the mobile app has all the functionality of the desktop version, which means you can take the entire experience with you on the go. FreshBooks also has amazing support, so you can call them and speak to a real human with no phone tree, no escalations, no return calls, just answers. Visit freshbooks.com/WAN and try out a free trial today if you are a small business owner or freelancer. All right, should we do a couple of news topics now? I feel like we haven't actually talked about a lot of the news, so why don't we get on that? Apple's new MacBook Pro, thermal throttles pretty friggin' hard. So the original article here is from 9 to 5 Mac. I can't remember if these guys were one of the ones that unfairly slammed me over the iMac Pro thing and now feels bad, but hasn't said anything. Actually, were these guys the ones that claimed in their article that they reached out to me, but actually I never heard from them? That would be interesting. Maybe I don't want to promote these guys. 9 to 5 Mac, iMac, Linus. Let's see. Story of resentless, ill-informed YouTuber. Oh no, that's Apple Insider. Hold on a second. iMac, Linus, broken. Let's see. Apple Insider, Mac rumors. Okay, no. Okay, I don't actually see anything on 9 to 5 Mac. Okay, cool. Nice guys, 9 to 5 Mac. Here's how it throttles with Final Cut Pro X exports. Yeah, so we actually did a stream of that today from my office, where after seeing Dave Lee's video, I was like, okay, well, let's see how long it'll take us from packaged to thermal throttling with the MacBook Pro, with the 2018 MacBook Pro. We got the Core i9 version, so that's like a $7,000 notebook that thermal throttles if you hit it with a really intense load, basically immediately. And then if you hit it with a less intense load, after like a couple minutes. It's pretty brutal, and it's something that I'm starting to not like wonder if Apple is doing on purpose, but it's something that I'm starting to get really frustrated that Apple is doing on purpose. So the original MacBook, you guys may or may not remember this, but we did a video where we water cooled it. That was a passively cooled machine, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. But we water cooled it by basically taking the entire machine, putting some like putty in the screw holes, and then like putting it in a tray of water that wasn't so deep that it would come up and go into the ports or into the keyboard. And we were able to get something to the tune of nearly double the performance out of it. But that was supposed to be a thin and light. It was supposed to be a computer with unprecedented portability. That was the whole point of it. And so this is a pretty different type. So basically we accepted it. But now they're doing this with professional machines like the iMac Pro that thermal throttles like crazy. And we opened it up. We saw the thermal solution. It was very clearly not going to handle a Vega graphics card and up to an 18-core processor. Apple ships that thing with up to an 18-core processor. And then now this MacBook Pro, where they went and without making significant changes to the thermal solution, which already had a hard time with the Core i7 that was in it before, they went and they put 2 more computing cores in it. They went and they put a Core i9 in it. So your performance actually isn't any better, but Apple's charging you more for it. And on paper, it seems to be faster. So it's gotten to the point now where it looks not like bad design, but it looks like intentional deception. Like if you bought a car that was 600 horsepower instead of 400 horsepower, yes, horsepower is not the be-all and end-all of car speed, we know. But if you bought a car that was 600 instead of 400 horsepower, but there was some other component inside it that limited it so that both of them delivered 350, how mad would you be if you paid for the extra package?
And why did they sell me that?
Why do we accept this from Apple?
I like you make it like easier for me to understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, now I get it. Because I couldn't contribute anything. You need to do that.
I mean, ours was throttling well under its base clock. Even just doing things like exporting in Final Cut. Very frustrating. So, I don't know. I just,
So they have something to limit their something.
Well, the problem is that if you hit it with a really hard load, the CPU reaches 100 degrees basically instantly. And so it'll turn itself down to protect itself. That's a safety mechanism that Intel has built into the chip. Because otherwise, if you just let it get as hot as it wants, you could cook on it, and it would burn itself out very quickly. People are like, Linus, you aren't supposed to encode on a laptop.
Why stands wearing 2 glasses? I'm also wearing 2 shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hot.
That's fine.
Okay, this is actually how I wear my sunglasses.
Oh, really?
I just put them over.
Really?
I lost my the one with prescription. What's wrong? Hey, you can't really tell if this is.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Yes,
sunglasses you can tell. It's only the same shape. I seriously though, I do that every day, and no one look at me like weird ever.
Maybe you just can't tell the difference between how they normally look at you and how they look at you when you're wearing 2 pairs of sunglasses.
Like seriously,
like maybe the shirt was already enough that they were gonna be looking at you whatever way they look at you.
Yeah, fine.
Oh man. Okay. In other news, in an internal document distributed to Apple authorized service providers, Apple has confirmed the 3rd generation keyboard on the 2018 MacBook Pro is equipped with a membrane to, quote, prevent debris from entering the butterfly mechanism. So publicly, Apple has only said that it features an improved 3rd generation keyboard for quieter typing, but some people suspected that the silicon membrane was actually to prevent crumbs from getting into it and ruining it. This is another thing that's very frustrating about Apple, that they can't just communicate openly with their audience. Like, we make mistakes, and most of the time, people are actually pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're like, hey, we screwed up, sorry, people will be like, cool, just please don't do that again. Maybe the idea is that Apple doesn't want to have that conversation, because if people say don't do that again, and they're already like, the channels of communication are open, then they have to commit not to do it again, and they don't want to. Is that the issue here?
Probably.
I don't know. Very frustrating. In other news, Ryzen 3000 series might have more than 8 cores. So I guess this wouldn't be that huge of a surprise. I mean, a big key of the design of AMD's Zen architecture, their Ryzen processors, was the modular design that allows them to kind of, to use Intel's terminology, just glue processors together. So if they wanted to have, if they wanted to take Threadripper, let's say, from 16 cores last generation to up to 32 cores this generation, all they'd have to do is glue together some CCX modules. So MSI has dropped a hint that AMD might be countering Intel's rumored 8-core 1151 processor with a 12-core processor. So mainstream computers are all of a sudden like heavily multi-core, or at least if these rumors are true, that will be true in the near future. I'm personally excited to see the next couple of years as these trickle down to the actual mainstream and we get to start experiencing programs that were built from the ground up for a very multi-threaded world. What else is cool? WD's shutting down one of their hard drive factories. Now, to be clear, it's not like this is their only factory, and it's not like hard drives are going away.
I think it's the one in Malaysia.
Yeah,
that's in Techland.
So they're just shutting down some of their hard drive manufacturing. I mean, hard drives are becoming less of a consumer product, and they're becoming more of an enterprise product. That's just the transition that's happening, or prosumer. Like, we still have more hard drives in the building than we do SSDs. Fun fact. Do you know that?
I don't know.
But the reason you don't know that is that none of them are in your computer.
Oh, yeah.
Your laptop runs an SSD.
Yep.
Your desktop runs an SSD.
I don't even have a hard drive.
But we could never run anywhere near the kind of operation that we do if we didn't have some hard drives, because the cost to capacity ratio for hard drives is still much better than solid state drives. So if you have any kind of bulk data needs, you're going to need hard drives for a long time. Corning announced Gorilla Glass 6.
Yes, that's what you need, Linus.
That's fun.
That's what you need. Look what you needed.
You know what's funny is I've actually broken very few screens in my day, but I finally broke my iPhone 6 like 2 nights ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was listening to something in the bathroom, and I like was grabbing a towel or something, and I kind of dropped it a bit. And then when I went to catch it, I ended up like pushing it with the towel or something instead of actually catching it.
I thought you were good
and
at
I
catching
effectively
now.
threw it at the floor.
Oh my god!
Like it was propelled towards the floor, face down, boom, screen cracked.
It's funny, Lance. I dropped my phone so many times. This is S8.
Well, you've got a grip on it though.
Oh, sometimes I didn't have it.
Oh yeah, I guess you didn't.
Okay, so like not even a scratch. I don't have any protection. Like it's just so strong. I don't know why.
So Gorilla Glass 6 will apparently survive up to 15 drops from 1 meter height and can be up to 2 times better than Gorilla Glass 5. Now with that said, Gorilla Glass 5 wasn't known for being the most impact resistant one, or was it? No, that one wasn't very scratch resistant. It was impact resistant. So it should survive drops from higher heights, but more importantly has been engineered to survive multiple drops. And it should have the same amount of scratch resistance as previous generations. It's in production now and is available to smartphone makers. So it's expected to reach the market in the next several months. Oh, how much would I love it if the rumored upcoming Note device had Gorilla Glass 6. That would be super exciting. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Everything else in here. Wal-Mart might launch a video streaming service.
Oh, I did.
Oh boy, more video streaming services. They're thinking of a service priced below $8 a month because Netflix has been steadily raising their prices, which are now between $8 and $14. Amazon charges $9. They may also consider a no-cost ad-supported service. They already own Vudu. I did not know that. A service for buying and renting movies. And Vudu launched its own ad-supported streaming service, Movies on Us, a few years ago, which I have never heard of, which should give you some idea of how well Movies on Us is doing. And that's it. Thank you for tuning into the WAN Show. Thank you, Dennis, for joining me on the WAN Show, and we will see you guys again next week.
Wow, that's so fast.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Just remember, they can hear you right now.
Can they?
They can.
I don't think so.
Yes, they can.
I'm not singing a song.
No, they can definitely sing whatever song you want, sucker.